Welcome. Love them knives. LTK here. Spyderco Positron. Brad Southard design. Interesting knife. This one just came into my possession from Nick. He wanted to put it on my next table sale, that kind of thing. And so I thought, hey, this is cool. I haven't had one of these. And I thought it would be interesting to put it up on the channel as well after I got done, grunging it up in my own hand. But I have degrunged it. Now, I haven't used it or anything, but it's putting it in your hands, kind of feeling how it feels. How does it open, close? What's the fit and finish like? And it's got this wire pocket clip, kind of a deep carry, and you can flip it to the left side so you can go right and left hand. And these are pretty thick, old, contoured slabs of carbon fiber. Don't look like a laminate to me. That's carbon fiber all the way through. So, and it has, as you can see, steel liners in here. Of course, it's a liner lock. Part of that's got to be there in that case. But on the other side, come here, buddy. Get a little light in here. See? So they've been skeletonized. Let's see if we can see this side too. Even the liner side to a degree, the liner lock side to a degree, has been skeletonized for weight relief. This as well. Although it's not a very heavy knife. It's pretty light in the hand. It's like a 3-inch blade. I don't even think if it's 7 inches, that's all it is. And it's 7 inches, and that's all it is. Which is not quite 18, 17 and a half centimeters, somewhere in there. 3-inch blade, so 75, 76 millimeters. The thing that impressed me was this is a pretty good handful, though. So when you have something like the Spyderco Military, that's like 0.47 of an inch, but this is like 0.53. Let me see. At least yeah. And so that's a pretty good handful. 13.3 millimeters. What do we got? 3 millimeter blade stock right in there. 0.11. Yeah, so made in Taiwan. S30V, a nice stonewashy, kind of light stonewash, although kind of a shiny stonewash, right? Reflective. Got your little Spidey hole, tiny Spidey hole. There's your liner lock up, and that's 40% if it's anything. I'm not seeing any voids or issues here, and the carbon fiber looks pretty daggone good. These slabs of carbon fiber are good sized. Got a backspacer with a little bit of, texturing on here. Better to at least give it a try than to not do it at all, I guess. So that's a very fine texturing, jimping type thing. But, yeah, I guess that works. And kind of the same size jimping, spacing as of the backspacer up here on the top of the blade. Can you go forward a little bit? Because this doesn't start getting sharp until, you're a ways down. So you can get your finger in there to go forward. Just watch your step a little bit. In any case, is this thing sharp? Yeah, it's sharp out of the box. I don't think this thing's been carried or used. So, yeah, it's like brand new. And where's our model number here? So you can check that out. You can still get these online. Blade HQ's got them. Oh, wow. I'm sitting there going, I didn't know they'd been marked down that much. Look at the MSRP, $289.95. That was a $290 knife. Now it's $164.99. Okay, so 3-inch. Oh, this one's satin. I don't know. This one's not satin. That's a stonewashy looking. In any case, maybe I pulled the wrong one up. In any case, here we go. Brad Southard's design. And I kept wondering if he didn't live in Arizona. I went on his website, and I'll give the link to his website in my description section. But you know what? It didn't say where he lived. There was a contact form and you could contact, but he didn't list like a general part of the country or anything, or his phone number or any of that, probably for reasons. In any case, don't want to get bugged when you're out making knives. 7 inches overall, and there's your S30V, stonewash flat grind. Well, they're saying stonewash here. It says satin up here. Okay, so I did pull the right one, probably. It's just a miscue there. And 2.6 ounces, right hand, left hand, tip up carry. Seemed like the, people really, here's your pause and read the rest of it. Walker liner lock mechanism, skeletonized stainless, liners, yes. Wire pocket clip, Taiwan, and all that. But, it got good reviews. There was like 14 reviews and 4 out of 5 stars. So people liked it. I don't know if I like it $285 worth. $165 is a whole different consideration there. And, it does have, well, hold on. You get this paperwork in here, and I was kind of reading this because I was looking at these, and I didn't want to take it apart. It's not my knife. But I was looking at that going, those stand up a lot for just being washers. And turns out, no, they aren't. They are bearings, okay? So thus, the great deployment on that blade. And let me see if I can see this before I destroy everything. See, unique ball bearing pivot system rather than conventional flat washers, blah, 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 blah. So, and, kind of gives you the Brad Southard and the flipper, blah, 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 blah. And you can pause and read through that as you want. Construction and materials. So, you get the paperwork with it, you get the knife, and it's an interesting knife. It's an interesting design. Not sure that, it's my design of choice, but it is, I don't know how popular it is, but it's Spyderco, right? And the fit and the finish is good. It's light. It's not real big, so it's fairly small. So it'd be a light, easy EDC. I was talking to Wes on the phone the other day, one of our viewers, and I said, yeah, I got the Positron in from Nick. He wants me to sell it for him. And he says, oh, well, my big deal with that, I mean, he's already had it. I mean, it seems like he's already been through every knife I've ever touched as well, so he could talk to me about it. But he goes, this part of the scale just hits me right in a soft spot in the palm of my hand. I don't like it. I get poked. And I just passed over that comment because I hadn't really... I hadn't remembered whether I'd had the same experience. I hadn't recalled. But later, I came back to the knife and picked it up and tried to make more of a conscious note of, is that hitting me there? No, it's not. This flat spot here, and this is not that edgy. You know what? I'm not feeling any of that as being a nuisance or a hot spot or anything. Actually, when I hold the knife to deploy it, this little flat spot just lays right in here really nicely. I'm not getting hit by this, and that's not that edgy anyhow. So actually, no, this is not a problem. So I don't have that problem. I don't know. I mean, it does look a little, angular here. Could this have been rounded a little bit more and this been rounded a little bit more just for aesthetics? Because you see kind of how this roundness goes. And then all of a sudden you're at an angle and you're at an angle again. Of course, I'm not a knife designer. So what am I talking about? But no. But you know what? It's not a problem. It's not a problem. It doesn't feel edgy. It doesn't jab me in the palm of my hand. That is not a problem at all. So this is a knife where, you either like the design or you don't like the design overall. It seems like a bit of a thin blade that's not real long in kind of a thick pair of slabs. It just seems a little strange proportionally to me that these slabs wouldn't be thinner, that this whole knife wouldn't be more slender. Like maybe like 4/10 of an inch instead of 0.53, a 0.40. I mean, even this paramilitary is a 0.46. This is 0.53. So this is a lot fatter. Now, more for, to get grip on the knife, yes. But then again, this is not what I'd call probably a heavy work type user knife, especially since it started out at the almost $300 range. So that's probably not where this is coming from, where this might actually be more of an everyday user beater, So yeah, big difference. Now, size comparison. I mean, we already measured it, but I mean, this is 8 1/4, this is 7 inches. So you can tell. And this knife should even look bigger on this aspect ratio being here. So definitely a much longer handle on the para. And then even smaller looking at this aspect ratio here. Wouldn't you agree, Flanny? Yeah. He keeps holding that banner. It's like, what is going on with you, dude? In any case, yeah, so this looks like a big old knife, doesn't it? Even though it's just kind of right there, not overly impressive as far as size. And here's an 8-inch, but this is 7-inch overall, see? Just the regular old Manx, not the Manx XL. Can you imagine the Manx XL in here? This would be a monster. I got to get one of those. I like that XL I had for a while. Shouldn't let it get away because it's, yeah. I like the Manx. It's such a good knife. Oh, yeah. I don't have any Spydercos that I own, Isn't it weird? It's like they show up on every video that I do. And I still take grief for not putting enough, like, name brand, standard type brand knives out there, but it's like every video I do, I've got my Para 2 or my Manx out here or my Benchmade grip. It's like, so what do you think I got on my table? All right, whatever. I've probably reviewed. I'd hate to try and count the number of Spyderco knives I've put on my channel. It's got to be 25, 30 different models, something. I mean, I'm trying to think of, I know there's some I haven't. I just haven't, but I put a lot of them up. So I've had my hands on quite a bit of their product line. There we go, comparison with something that's not a Spyderco. It's the Benchmade. There we go, buddy. So yeah, it's this is pretty light. Let's put it on the scale. Sorry about that, dude. Got to stay out of the way when we start playing with the scale. Things are flying around. Okay, let's put this one away. And stick it on there. Well, man, that's not very heavy, is it? Almost 76 grams. So let's roll through 2 ounces, see where we are. We finally got to ounces. 2.67. I think they said 2.8. No, 2.6 on Blade HQ thing. So really, really close. Really, really close. But I do like, I mean, the carbon fiber is well done. Fit and finish is good. The action of the blade is good. I like the stonewash. You know, it's sharp out of the box. You got this front choil of sorts. You know, you've got good ergos here for your hand. So that's not a problem. And one thing I do like about this knife that I think some people will not like because of the kind of knife it is that it's thick. And so it's easy to grasp and it's good for purchase. But, you know, a knife like this with a 3-inch blade that's fairly thin stock, you might want thinner slabs here to make this a slender carry instead of a fairly thick carry. I don't know. It's just the way I would have thought. You know, like the Booz Blade Mini. Oh, hold on. Let me pull this over. I'll show you real quick. I'll pull this one back out. But in any case, so okay, this is 0.38 of an inch thick, but it's 3-inch blade. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Same size blade, pretty much the same size overall. This is 6 3/4. This is 7 inches. But look at the difference in the handle thickness. This is what I'd think of as slender carry, you know, because I mean, you got a slender blade. This is 3mm. I think this blade stock is about the exact same, but this thing is point. Come here. Is point. Yeah, zero it out. See, it's about a 0.4. So this is 0.53. This is way thicker. I don't know. I think I would have thought about keeping this whole profile a lot more slender than as heavy as this is. I don't know. Oh, well. In any case, just thought I'd throw that in. And it was just a thought, you know. It's just like, do you want something this wide with a small blade that's really thin stock? I don't know. Maybe that's why it's 165 and not 285. In any case, yeah, but the action's good. And if you do like a little bit more, you know, meat in the hand, then this will do it and gives you an adequate blade, but really light, you know? So 2.67, it's really super light. It's lighter than my Manix Lite. You know, this is 2.8. So this is actually lighter and probably thicker. Cool knife in that regard, if this is what you want. That ability to really wrap your hand around it and feel something. But if you want a more slender carry, you know, slender in your pocket, really sleek overall, then yeah, this is a little fat. I mean, look at those slabs of carbon fiber, man. Woo! And then they've inset, of course, the steel liners in there. But I mean, since you got the liners in there, do you really need that much? I don't know. In any case, table sail. Yeah, the lines flow good. Ergos are good. Fit and finish is fine. So I don't know. You know, it's different strokes for different folks. In any case, I'm going to let you go. we gotta get busy, right, Flanagan? We got other things to do. Just wanted to throw this up on my camera, and I just keep going. 20 minutes, that's enough. 10 would have been fine. All right, letting you go. Thank you so much for joining us at the Love Them Knives channel. LTK here saying, yes, we do. We love them knives, so stay sharp.